Yo, what's up YouTube? Before we start, you already know, smash the like button for more fire content. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. For all the newcomers, welcome to Team Eyeland. Make sure to follow Team Eyeland on all our platforms, IG, TikTok, and make sure to follow us on Twitch for more defensive back tips and tricks. Today's video, I'm gonna be teaching you the little things when it comes to tackling. I'm gonna be showing you examples. I'm gonna talk about the proper technique, and then we're gonna show you some drills that you can do on your own. And if you have a partner, you can do some drills with your partner. So the first thing about tackling, you can't be scared. You gotta go. You don't hesitate. You can't hesitate or none of that. You gotta go, see it, trust yourself, and go make the play. The biggest thing a lot of DBs, a lot of football players in general, mess up in tackling is their weight to tackle. We gotta attack. We gotta drive. We gotta run to the ball. First thing we're gonna talk about is the approach. Approaching the ball. Biggest thing is we wanna close the space, but we wanna close it fast. And you gotta think of it as this. As you're closing the space, you're gaining momentum. You're building power. You don't want to build power and then get to the ball carrier and stop your feet. Now you lost all the momentum, all the power that you built. So we're going to talk about the approach. We're going to talk about how to gain ground and keep that momentum, keep that power going. So when you strike, you can drive through the ball carrier and make the tackle. If I'm running to make a tackle, right, biggest thing is closing the space. You're closing the space, closing the space. As you get closer to the ball carrier, we don't want to just run out of control. We want to be under control, so we're going to shorten our stride. But you see how I'm gaining ground? You want to continue to gain ground towards the ball carrier. You don't want to get here and stop your feet. That person who's running the ball is already running. They're going to either run through you or give you a move. So we want to be under control, but keep the momentum going. So if I'm going, I'm here, I'm getting closer, I'm shortening my stride, but I'm gaining ground. Shoulders over toes, good pad level. Very important. You don't want to be running up here like this. The lowest man always win, right? You want to make sure you got good pad level, you're gaining ground, your feet is moving before you get ready to strike. So this first drill, if you don't have a partner, you could use this drill right here. Biggest thing is you want to close the space and gain ground as you're going. You don't necessarily need the bag, but we're just using it just to use it. So we're going to start from a distance. All you're going to do, you want to eventually build the speed. So start off slow. So all you're going to do is keep your momentum going. As you get there, you're lowering yourself and you're gaining ground. Very important. So I'm going to do it again. Here, pick it up, boom, boom. I'm coming to balance. I'm lowering my pad level at a good position where I can make a tackle. And then you got to make sure that as you're gaining ground, your eyes are disciplined on the ball carrier, cracking that near hip of the ball carrier. All right, so now when you're getting closer to the ball carrier, it's important we know how to strike, how to position ourselves to make a powerful strike and tackle the ball carrier. Biggest things, you want to get to the ball carrier with your near shoulder, near leg. Now, it's important you understand this. Are you a head in front of the ball carrier or head behind? Because that would determine which one is your near foot, near shoulder. Very important. Me personally, I was taught with a head in front. That's how it was back in the day, but now there's a lot safer with your head behind. So now that's where everybody's turning into. The game is changing to that. So you got to understand that if you're head behind, the other leg, other shoulder will be there. So if I'm going here and I'm tackling somebody who's running here and I'm going behind, this is going to be my near shoulder, near leg, and I'm putting my head behind them to here, right? And then if I'm going head in front, this is my near shoulder, near leg, and I'm going here and I'm wrapping up. So you got to determine which one is you. And then we're going to add that into our drill. So this next drill, we're going to put everything together. We're going to put the approach and how we're going to position ourselves to be in a good, powerful position to make the tackle. So these cones right here are going to symbolize the approach, right? As we get through the cones, we're going to go to an angle to the ball carrier, and we're going to put ourselves in the near shoulder, near leg to make sure we're in position to make the tackle. So this drill right here, we're going, every time we get through the cone, we're just lowering ourselves. Getting down lower, good pad level. Boom, get down. Working on making sure we're getting down at a good pad level before we strike. So as we get to the last cones, now we're going to the angle, right? So I'm going here and I'm going in position where I'm going near shoulder, near leg to hit the ball carrier. So this is how it's gonna look, full speed. No, not full speed, not full. Here we go, boom, boom. Making sure you're in a good pad level and you're closing the space and you're gaining ground while you're maintaining good balance, good posture, good pad level. Now, when you're doing these drills, make sure you work both sides. You wanna get comfortable working each angle. So now we talked about the approach, we talked about closing the space and getting to the ball carrier with the near shoulder, near leg. Now we're gonna talk about the strike. You wanna make sure that you're striking low on the ball carrier. You do not wanna be striking high. You wanna make sure you're nice and low because you have those power. The power comes from your legs, your hips, everything. If you're going like this, running, you're not gonna make no tackle. And you wanna make sure we don't reach for tackles, very important. We wanna make sure we get there, hit, and then wrap. Very important when it comes to tackling. When it comes to tackling, you cannot hesitate. You gotta go, trust yourself. This is why we gotta practice tackling, practicing all these little things when it comes to tackling, because now it becomes one motion all the way through. You're now in good position, you're able to make the tackle. So now this drill right here, you don't need anybody. We're just gonna work on striking, right? So I'm doing the near shoulder, near leg. I'm doing the head in front, and then right after this, I'm gonna do the head behind. So this is my near shoulder, near leg, and I'm striking this pad right here. So I'm here, I'm gonna say go, boom. Say go, boom. Say go, boom. So I'm stepping into it with my near shoulder, near leg. Now, we're gonna add to it. So as you do it 3 times, that step and hit, you're gonna do step, hit, and then bring your arms and wrap it. Step, hit, bring your arms and wrap it, right? And then after that, we're gonna finish it with a step, hit, and then bring the other extra step. All right, so here it is. It's gonna be in one motion right quick. So I'm gonna say go, bring the extra step. I'm still striking near shoulder, near leg, and then bringing that extra step. All right, if you do head behind, right here, this is the near shoulder, this is the near leg. So I'm here, so I'm stepping and behind, right? Stepping, behind. Now, the biggest thing is you don't want to step and lunge like that, right? You want to make sure your feet are close and you're able to step. All right, so I'm here, stepping, boom, 1, 2, 3. And then after that, we're gonna put it all in one motion where we're here, wrap, wrap, and then we're gonna follow up the extra step. Boom, just like that. Now, if you have something where you can have an aiming point, you want to find it, right? So for me, I want to target striking underneath the U, right? So I'm looking at the U. That's where I want to be, underneath the U when I strike. So I want to be here, boom. That's where I want my shoulders to be, right? Very important. Pad level is very important, guys. And when you're doing this drill, don't just be lazy with it. Really focus on taking that step and hitting it, right? Really hitting it, and then take that extra step after, and make sure we always wrap when we tackle. Now, one key, and I can't stress this enough, point when it comes to tackling, keep your head up. You gotta see what you're gonna hit. You do, a lot of DBs run out there with their head down, and it's easy for the ball carrier to stiff arm them. It's easy for them to not see what they're targeting and miss the tackle, and it's caused as a safety issue. Keep your head up so you don't hurt yourself. We talked about the closing the space, the approach, coming to balance, near shoulder, near leg, and the strike. But now we're gonna talk about the mental side of tackling. A lot of DBs, I keep saying DBs, a lot of football players think too much when it comes to tackling. It happens. When you first start playing the game, when you first start playing football, a lot of things go through your head. Oh, I don't know if I can make the tackle. You're on the field, you got protective gear, helmet, shoulder pads, everything. Trust that you're gonna be safe. If you make sure you practice good technique, you'll be safe. Now, when it comes to tackling, don't worry about how shifty that ball carrier is or how big he is or all that stuff, or he runs people over or nothing. Just focus on doing your job, making sure you have good technique, and then you don't slow down. Don't lose your momentum, don't lose your power. That's the key important, right? And close the space. Close the space. Trust yourself. As DBs, we gotta play a game where we have to be confident. We have to understand that, hey, I'm the best DB here, I'm the best athlete on the field, I can lock everybody up. Have that mentality when it comes to tackling too. So when you're coming to make a tackle, don't worry about none of that, how big he is, how shifty he is. Just track the near hip, close the space. The less space the ball carrier has, the easier it is for us to make the tackle. And the more momentum we have and more we come to balance and able to run through the ball carrier and don't stop our feet, the more successful we will be making the tackle. So that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, be confident in tackling. Trust yourself. Practice good technique. Make sure you keep your head up and make sure you don't lose momentum. Keep your feet moving. Remember, as we're closing the space, we want to close the space as fast as possible, and then we want to shorten our stride so we're able to keep gaining ground towards the ball carrier. Very important. And when we strike, remember, near shoulder, near leg. Know the difference if you are head in front or head behind the ball carrier. And then when we strike, take the extra step, wrap, and finish the tackle. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.